I need you to carry a child for me. What do you mean, Mama? My name is Amina and I'm 13 years old. I come from a small village in Nigeria where everyone knows each other and families are close. My parents, Mama and Papa, were once very happy. They loved each other dearly and loved me just as much. But everything changed when Mama started feeling the pressure to have a male child. It all began one evening when Mama called me to her room. She looked very serious, which was unusual because Mama was always smiling. I sat down on the bed next to her and she took my hands in hers. Amina, she said softly, I need to talk to you about something very important. I nodded, wondering what it could be. You know how much I love you and how much your papa loves you, right? She asked. Yes, Mama, I replied, I know. She sighed deeply and looked into my eyes. There is something that I have been worried about for a long time. In our culture, having a male child is very important. It is expected. Your papa and I have been married for many years and we have only you, my dear. There is pressure on me to give him his son. I didn't quite understand what she meant. But why is it so important to have a son, Mama? You and Papa are happy, aren't you? Mama's eyes filled with tears. We are happy, Amina. But there are people who say things. They say that without a son, a family is incomplete. They say that a man needs a son to carry on his name and legacy. I was confused. But what can we do about it, Mama? She took a deep breath. There is something that I need you to do for me, Amina. Something very difficult. I need you to be strong and brave. I need you to carry a child for me. My heart skipped a bit. What do you mean, Mama? She explained to me that there was a way for a woman to have a child using another woman's body. She said that since she could no longer have children herself, I could carry the baby for her. It will still be her and Papa's child, but I would be the one to carry it. At first, I don't understand how this was possible, but Mama explained to me that with the help of a doctor, it could be done. She told me that it was the only way to save our family and keep Papa happy. I was scared and confused, but I loved Mama and Papa so much. I don't want to see them sad, so I agreed to do it. Mama hugged me tightly, thanking me over and over again. She said I was the bravest girl in the world. The next few weeks were a whirlwind. Mama took me to see a special doctor in the city. He explained everything to me in simple terms. He said that they would take a tiny part of Papa and a tiny part of Mama and put them together inside me, and that would become a baby. It sounded like magic to me. The procedure was strange and a little uncomfortable, but Mama was there with me the whole time, holding my hand and reassuring me. She told me to think of the future and how happy we will all be when the baby arrives. A few weeks later, Mama and Papa told me the news. I was pregnant. I didn't know how to feel. It was a mix of fear and excitement. Mama kept telling me how proud she was and how everything will be fine. As my belly grew, so did my worries. People in the village started noticing and asking questions. Mama told them that I had gone to live with a relative in the city to avoid any suspicion. But some people still whispered behind our backs. Mama tried her best to keep me comfortable. She made sure I ate well and rested enough. Papa was happy too. He didn't know the whole truth, but he was overjoyed at the thought of having a son. Finally, the day came when the baby was ready to be born. Mama was with me the whole time, holding my hand and encouraging me. It was the hardest thing I had ever done. But when I heard the baby cry for the first time, I felt a rush of relief and joy. Mama took the baby in her arms and looked at me with tears in her eyes. "Thank you, Amina," she whispered. "You have given us the greatest gift." The baby was a boy. Mama and Papa named him Ibrahim. Papa was overjoyed and everyone in the village celebrated. As the months turned into years, Ibrahim grew strong and healthy. He was the light of our home, bringing joy and laughter to everyone. Mama and Papa doted on him, and I loved him more than words could say. I was always there to help him take his first steps, to say his first words, and to play his first games. I felt the sense of pride whenever he achieved something new, and I was content knowing that I had played a part in his existence. But as happy as our home was, I couldn't shake off the feeling of worry that occasionally crept into my heart. I wondered how long we could keep our secret and what would happen when the truth inevitably come out. I had faith in Mama's wisdom and trusted that she had made the right decision. But sometimes, I wish I could forget about the future and just enjoy the present. As I grew older, the memories of carrying Ibrahim for Mama and Papa never left me. Even though our home was filled with joy and love, there was a part of me that always felt different, like I was carrying a secret that no one else could understand. I tried my best to focus on my studies and my future, determined to make my parents proud in other ways. As I finished my secondary education, I decided to go to nursing school. I wanted to help people and make a difference in their life, just like the doctor who helped me and Mama when I was young. Nursing school was tough, but I was determined to succeed. I studied hard, stayed up late, and did everything I could to be the best. When graduation day finally came, I was named the best graduating student in my class. Mama and Papa were so proud, and I could see the pride in their eyes. It was one of the happiest days of my life. I knew that I had made them proud and that all my hard work had paid off. After graduation, I got a job as a nursing assistant in a very big hospital in the city. It was a dream come true. I loved working in the hospital, helping parents, and learning from the doctors and nurses around me. I worked hard, and over the years, I climbed the ladder of success. I was promoted several times and eventually became the chief medical director of the hospital. It was a huge responsibility, but I was ready for it. In between my pursuit for success, life took some unexpected turns. I met different men who came into my life at various times. I had 2 boys and a girl, all from different fathers. Each time I got pregnant, I was filled with mixed emotions. I loved my children dearly, but I knew that being a single mother in our society came with a lot of stigma. Mama and Papa were always there to support me. They took care of my children while I focused on my career. They never judged me, and they always made sure that my children were well taken care of. My parents' love and support gave me the strength to keep going, even when things were tough. Despite my success and the love of my family, I never saw the need to get married. The stigma of being a single mother followed me everywhere I went. People whispered behind my back, and some even openly criticized me. But I didn't let it bother me. I had my children, my parents, and my career, and that was enough for me. It was only later in life that I fully understood what I had done for my parents when I was 13. I learned about surrogacy and realized that I had been a surrogate for Mama and Papa. The trauma of carrying a child at such a young age had never left me, and I wanted to help other women understand the process better. As the chief medical director, I started educating patients and expecting mothers about surrogacy. I told them my story and I advised that surrogacy should be done with an older woman who could fully understand and consent to the process. I wanted to make sure that no other young girl had to go through what I did. I used my platform to raise awareness about the importance of informed consent and the emotional and psychological impact of surrogacy. I wanted to make sure that women and families made the right decisions for themselves and their children. I wanted to make a difference just like I had always dreamed of. In the end, my life was filled with love, success, and the satisfaction of knowing that I made a difference in the world. My journey had been difficult, but I had come out stronger because of it. I was proud of who I had become and the legacy I was leaving behind. And most importantly, I was proud of the love and support of my family, who had always been there for me no matter what. Lest I forget, Ibrahim is now a grown man and is doing well for himself as a mechanical engineer. He brought joy and pride to our family. In my later years, I looked around my home, filled with photographs and memories. I saw pictures of my children, now successful and happy, and of Ibrahim, whose achievements made us proud. Mama and Papa, now elderly, sat on the veranda, their love as strong as ever. I joined them, holding their hands. As the sun set over the village, I felt at peace. My life had come full circle. My legacy of love, sacrifice, and triumph would inspire future generations. And so, my story, a tale of courage and resilience, became a cherished part of our family history. If you enjoy my story, do well to hit the subscribe button and do not forget to leave your thoughts in the comment section below. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.